Hello, my name's James Thorpe. I'm the editor of International Security Journal, and I'm delighted to be joined by Joos, CEO of Acre, here at Intersec 2024 in Dubai. How are you?
Doing fabulous today.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining me. Firstly, I just want to start by talking about Acre and how, into 2023, you've really focused on unifying your operations into a single business unit. Can you tell us about why that's so important?
Yeah, really what's key is really how we want to face the market. And it was really about an opportunity to really drive a lot of efficiencies in the organization, having a cleaner story. Historically, Acre has been really created through a lot of acquisitions, a little over a dozen. And unfortunately, I think the industry saw Acre more as a collection of solutions and operated more as a federated business. And what we wanted was very specific solutions in 4 key areas and then really operate as a unified business. And to do that, we really broke it down into 3 core areas. One was commercially, we needed to transform. So whether that is consolidating 15 websites into one, rolling out a channel program that's unified and global, which we just announced yesterday, to getting everyone to a common CRM and things like that. Category 2 was really from an operational infrastructure, getting to common ERPs, all kinds of systems and tools and network in the back office. And then third was on our technology and really consolidating and having lead products in our 4 core areas. So a lead product in access control, having a lead product in intrusion, a lead product in visitor management, and a lead product from intelligent infrastructure perspective. And then really bringing out a naming convention that really just simplifies around the Acre umbrella. And that gets a much cleaner message into the marketplace.
Fantastic. And obviously you've got a fantastic stand here at Intersec at Dubai World Trade Center. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about the solutions portfolio you are showcasing and what you're talking to the market about?
Yep. So one area, as I was mentioning, is from an access control perspective, and we're really providing it in 2 delivery models. It could be on the cloud or it could be from a premise perspective. And really where we're heading as a business right now is really having a unified single code base that can be delivered in 2 ways. And you will see in the spring of this year, you'll actually see that solution then also have a brand new user interface. Okay. And we'll have our own proprietary controller board called the Smart Controller. In the intrusion, we just launched back in November, December, our next gen product. So that's already out in the market now. And then visitor management as well as intelligent infrastructure. We just have a lot of releases coming out over the next couple of quarters, which is so you put the whole portfolio together. And I probably have right now restructured the organization. So we have a little over 20% of the organization focused on innovation. And that's a big investment that we've made, but it really, in the roadmap wise, it allows us to really accelerate into the market with a lot of innovation.
Fantastic. And obviously, you touched on a couple of key words there really for us with cloud and access control, obviously. Can you tell us about the rate of adoption of cloud access control in the market?
Yeah, it varies a little bit on a global basis, but I think overall cloud adoption is in its early stages, but it's going to pick up a lot of momentum. And so when I think about from a North America perspective, that's where it's gaining a lot of traction. And in Europe, it's really starting to become a key part of the conversation. And even here in the Middle East, as I'm meeting with a lot of different partners and end customers, there's a lot more conversations about it. I'm always focused on the end customer. I believe the end customer is going to dictate the pace of change. And the reason that we're doing so much work on really transforming our business is at some point, there's an inflection point. Yeah. There's always an inflection point in every industry where it just becomes default as cloud. I can't predict when. My gut instinct would say it's probably somewhere in the next 2 to 3 years. And so we as a business always have to have ourselves positioned well in advance of that inflection point. Because if you wait, you're too late. And so that's where I kind of believe over the next 2 to 3 years, we'll hit that inflection point.
Fantastic. And obviously I touched on the start, your presence at Intersec. You're also supporting the ISJ Leaders and Security Conference in May, which is also taking place in Dubai. But looking at your presence in the region as a whole, can you just tell us why it's so important, the Middle East at acre, as you look forward?
Yeah, well, we're very much focused on growth, and one of the ways of growth is geographic diversity. We already have a large presence in North America as well as the European market. Both of those are moving at different paces, just from a macroeconomic as well as geopolitical perspective. They move at different paces, and the Middle East is a growth market. We're looking at all the investments. I mean, I came here, I left the airport, and all I saw was lots and lots of cranes. And that's always an indication of what's happening, in that society and across a lot of the countries. There's a tremendous amount of investments being made from a technology perspective, and as well as just business growth itself, both at I would say at the residential as well as at the enterprise level. And we see this as an opportunity. So a lot of the technology is being applicable to here, but we're also making investments from a channel perspective as well as our sales resources in market to provide better coverage.
Fantastic. Don, thank you for sharing your insights with me today. Absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much.